All right, we're back. It's been a little while. It's been a couple weeks. We're back. We're working on the E60, so you can see here. I think we finally got her figured out, boys. It wasn't pretty. Here's the EGS that we took out. This is actually the original one. So the story on this car was, before I show you how to do the fill procedure here, we flashed this car for the 3-stage intake, which is currently on the car. So the tune went on fine, everything went on fine, and the cast wanted to change automatically. It wanted to change the class in the cast, and we sent that off, got a bench flash to change the class in the cast, and basically what happened, the EGS, the transmission computer, was not okay with it, and it locked it out. It locked the EWS on the EGS out. Well, it's getting pretty complicated, and the car was stuck in park. You couldn't move the shifter. So we sent all that out. EGS, the cast, the DME, and the key. And Nate, our guy that does the bench flashing for me, he flashed all that together and put it back in, and it works. However, this is the original EGS out of the car, and over here, Jesus, look at this place, is freaking a wreck. Here's the original, or the cloned key and the cast. So he sent along another cast from a 335. No, EGS from the 335. Another cast and key he had laying around. He cloned all that to my DME. So he put all that in, and it still didn't work. But the problem was only that the car wasn't running. So once I put transmission fluid in it, Jesus, this is a complicated story, man. I can't even make this stuff up. This is like bizarro land. Long story short, it's all because BMW don't want you messing with stuff, and they'll go through any measure, go to any length to keep you out of this car. So we finally got it sorted out. 3-stage manifold is not working on this car. It will never work on this car, period. So I have some people wanting to buy that from me for their car, but might be getting a new car in pretty soon for the channel that we could put that on, so I'm not sure yet. I need a few more days to sort all that out. What we're doing right now, we're going to finish filling the transmission fluid on the E60. The CVT transmission. This will not work on the CVT transmission at all. So we use this on the GM boxes for the BMWs and the ZF boxes. It works great. I actually think at higher mileage it actually works better than the ZF fluid from past experiences. Okay, so transmission pan is on. There's a few things you have to do when you do this. If you don't do this and you don't do these things, things are not going to end well. So what we got to do, first of all, let me get out of the car. Before we get out of the car, we got to do a couple things. You have to start it. We're at the point ready to start it. Now, when you put the transmission pan up, you have to fill it up before you start the car. When it starts coming out the fill plug hole, you put the plug back in. That's where we're at now. Right now, we're going to get in here. We're going to start the car up. We're going to let it idle. I'm going to show you how to fill it. We have the bay doors are open, so we're not getting fumigated. We have to get out of the car when it's running. This one, the front dry shaft, you have to take out before you can even fill the damn fluid. Let me put you guys up here for a second. All right. All right. Jesus Christ. Here we are. We have the front dry shaft down. Why do we have the front dry shaft down? Because the fill plug is right above the dry shaft. So in the all-wheel drive cars, you gotta take this down. Let me set this bad boy up. So while the car is running, fill plug back out. We have our fluid sitting here in our pan. We're going to pump that in. Now, these are going to take about 8 quarts in total. Jesus. I'm too old for this crap. Now, we're not done. Everybody thinks now you're done. You're not done. Trust me. Trust me, you're not done. ICOM. Get up in here. Lift on the brake. Drive. E-brake off. Alright, stop. I forgot. I forgot. I'm gonna break it. Close the door. Don't like that. Reverse. Brakes. Drive. It's supposed to go through all the gears, but it's kind of risky. DSC is just flipping out. Okay, brakes, come to a complete stop, back and park. Now, go back into the car. Let's take the plug out, keep filling. Now we're full. Okay. So, well, let me stop this. So I'm gonna put the dry shaft back on. We'll get out of the car and we're gonna talk. Okay, so got this thing done. Got the transmission fluid cleaned up. Whole shop and house still smells like transmission fluid. And basically everything's good to go on it. It dries right, it shifts right. Usually it take a little more fluid, but I think it kind of had it when it was jacked up, it's kind of tipped up, it's kind of overfilled a little bit anyway. So that all worked out. Now you will have to, if you ever have to do this, we had to reset the adaptions on the transmission EGS computer, reset the adaptions for all the Van Alstyne solenoids, the center shaft motor, and all that stuff, because all that stuff had, that ECU had been recloned, reflashed, whatever you want to call it. So we had to do all that. I don't know, this video seems like a total freaking nightmare, but I'll try to piece something together out of it. And that's how you fill the transmission fluid on your 6HP19. This is also why you don't flash for a 3-stage manifold.